Okay, normally when people exhibit in your resume, right? So normally what kind of project you have done and all. So the very important thing is that you should know types of project and how you should exhibit in the panel and all. That's very important here. So basically we'll discuss on the SAP projects. So in SAP projects, basically what type of projects are there? First one will be we call it as implementation project. One. Second one is support projects. Third one rollout project. And fourth one is upgradation project. It is upgradation project. So implementation means normally there are two scenarios. One scenario that is end-to-end implementation. So that again I will tell you, when you tell end-to-end implementation, you should know from the blueprint preparation from beginning. You should do that one. Okay. So here, so normally first one, implementation project. So in the implementation project here, so normally company wants to implement SAP like for the first time. So here in implementation, consultant from various modules do configuration based on company requirements. So basically here in implementation, right, consultants from various modules will do the configuration based on the requirements. As per the requirement we will do this. And here basically in the project basically the project having a 5 phases. So again we will discuss this. We'll have 5 phases. First one is project preparation. Second one, business blueprint you have to develop. Third one, realization. And fourth one, final preparation. And fifth one will be go live and support. So normally you people will come in the realization phase. Here this one, you people will come in the realization phase, consultants here. this is the 5 phases of SAP ESAP methodology, or we can call it as roadmap. We will discuss this again down the line. But when you people say I worked on implementation, Allah, if you tell I know end-to-end implementation, then you should know about these 5 phases compulsory. So that's why just you tell I was in the implementation project, and support is best, you can tell. So that you can tell I was involving in the configurations as per the requirement of the client, you can tell that one. In the final preparation, go live and support, final preparation we call it as cutover activities. So what and all will be there, I will tell you that one. Okay. So implementation project means again, when a company wants to implement SAP or want to purchase SAP for the first time, you are going to fulfill the requirements. That is implementation project. You have to do end-to-end work here. Okay. Say for example, here normally they will go non-SAP to SAP. Non-SAP to SAP. So the non-SAP system, technically we call it as legacy system. Legacy system to SAP means what is their old system they are following, that is we call it as legacy in the SAP level. Say for example, they wants to move from Oracle to SAP, they want to move from Tally to SAP, and then another one like PeopleSoft to SAP, like this. Okay. So here implementation project means SAP implementation project means we need to move to the data from legacy system to SAP system, legacy system to SAP system. So this is called implementation project. You have to move from old system to all the things as to the SAP system, that is we call it as legacy. Okay, that is the implementation thing here. So I will tell you how you have to exhibit your skills and all, whatever the configurations we are doing after syllabus. I will tell you what are the key points you have to highlight as a consultant and all. We will tell you that one. I will tell you that one. Okay. So this is the implementation projects. Implementation thing. Project number 2. This will be support project. SAP support project. Here after implementation of SAP modules, company need assistance of consultants in their day-to-day business operations. So normally once you do the implementation and hand over the things to the client, it doesn't mean that everything will finish. After handing over, you need to support to the end users. That is our main duty. You need to support to the end users. Okay, so you have to assist to the end user company on whatever queries they are going to raise to the SAP partner. Here SAP support means consultants will work as solution managers managers. So whenever I tell support consultant, you should know end to end of the SAP issue on errors, how to give solution for the errors, how to rectify the errors. You should aware of this. That is the support role. Okay, that's why I will tell you directly. You don't write I am into support starting level. So first you should have knowledge in implementation, configuration. Then only you can mention I was in the support role after implementation. Okay, so that is a support project. So this you can mention any two implementation you can mention, any one support you can mention in your resume skills. Then number three, rollout project, SAP rollout. SAP rollout. What is meant by SAP rollout here? So basically here company has upgraded to SAP and wants to roll out country specific changes in different countries. So basically here example, already company is using SAP and wants to extend the business to in another country. That is, we call it as a rollout project. Okay, so example, if you take Reliance company, they have Reliance group of companies India, Reliance India, right? So Reliance company already using SAP system, so they want to establish a business in Singapore. Assume they want to establish a Singapore in this there, and there no need to do any kind of new configuration. Just I'm going to extend or I'm going to roll out whatever the existing configurations you have done in your origin country in India. The same thing will keep it as a base and we will extend to the Singapore branch or the Singapore country. We will extend. That is how the rollout project works. So normally here, so lot of your technical skills are required. How you are going to upgrade from this server to that server and all. They will have some. You should have some techno function knowledge also to show the rollout project experience. Okay, and last one will be SAP upgradation. SAP upgradation or enhancement project. SAP upgradation or enhancement project. So basically here customers or business partner are moving from old versions to new versions. So it is called SAP migration projects. We call it as SAP migration projects. Okay. So upgradation means here Say for example, from ECC earlier we were using in 2004 4.2. In 2004 when ECC came we were using 4.2 version. Now it is upgraded to ECC 6.0. Okay, again ECC 6.0 I am upgrading to S/4HANA. As for an example, it is started in the 2015. Now S/4HANA 2015 version to S/4HANA 2023 version. So like this, the same SAP software, but the thing is that I am upgrading to the next level. Athwa, as per the new version, we are going to upgrade. So basically, this and all we call it as even migration systems, because from ECC we have a format is there. To that you have to upgrade to S/4HANA. That is, we call it as migration system. Also we call. So this also, if you want to show in your resume, so you should have a knowledge of this one. What is that? How the migration system works. How the migration system works and how you have to do. What are all the SAP tables will be there. That and all we will discuss down the line. But you show that knowledge. So once I complete syllabus, you will get to know that. Okay. So this is the like for example phases of the SAP projects are there. So whenever you are going to present your resume, whenever you are going to present in your resume, you should show implementation and support. You can mention 2 implementation project and 1 support project. Okay. And this says ASAP methodology, the roadmap, we call it as a roadmap. So this I will explain when I take you to end of the syllabus about the S/4HANA and about the ECC, the differences and all, we will discuss on that part also. Okay, ASAP methodology. So this should be your answer whenever you tell to the client, I have handled 2 implementations and 1 support. So again in the support role, what kind of a support you have to give, what kind of tickets you are going to assign. Again I will take a separate session on that ticketing tool in SAP support project. Okay. So just this is the brief overall. So you can mention these 2 things, implementation and support. Okay. Now next one will be normally in the next scenario we have to go for the different types of testings. What all the testings are there in the SAP? Like as I told you in the basic part, when you do the configurations here, you need to do the testing here, testing part. So I told you, integrations, yes, we are doing in the next level, integration with different modules. There also you have to work on the errors. And coming to the testing part here, what kind of testings are there in SAP module? Different types of testing. As a consultant, what are all the roles you have to perform in each and every testing? That we will discuss here. And another part, again, lot of project level things we will discuss down the line. Okay, so that it will be helpful for your career to exhibit your skills in the real-time scenario. And this is about the project, types of project in SAP. And in the next session we will discuss on the again testing, types of testing in SAP, and this one even about the final preparation of the project, what all we call it as a cutover activities, that and all we will discuss. Okay na? So even the next level of topic will continue, but again more into about the migration we have to do. We have to do integration with other modules here, and you have to work on the errors. That is the next phase of topics will be there. So that's one I will continue in the next session. Okay,
लेवल मतलब हम हमारे जो एक्सपीरियंस है उसी के बेसिस पे हम करेंगे या डिफरेंट डिफरेंट या
As per your experience only, you change your domain.
ओके
Yes. Whatever experience you have, Allah, you change your domain and exhibit that I was in implementation and I was in support and all. You can exhibit. Not
so for
separate one. Not separate
so
one.
for example I have an e-commerce in catalog,
Hmm.
okay, in the automation sector. So what should I do, like how to?
This one you have to mention as a support.
Okay.
Hmm. Like I was like you're like I was working as an individual contributor,
Okay.
working on some implementations thing. They used to tell us and I used to support to the end users. End user supporter I was also doing like that. You have to exhibit.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. So I was getting the errors from the end user. So I used to do testing, and
Hmm.
we used to do the client used to give us the requirement. Based on that, I used to do the things as like that. You should tell. See.